What's going on, everybody? TG here, back with another video. Guys, before I start this video about earnings and all the stuff that's gone on today, I just want to talk to you guys and let you guys know that, the mental health is extremely important, especially when it comes to trading. I know I have a lot of you guys in my Discord, a lot of you guys freaking out, a lot of you guys going through a lot of stuff and like telling me about it. I want to say, like, you guys, I'm here with you, and I know how you feel. It's not all fun and games, and I know a lot of traders make it sound like it's all fun and games. Trading is a very, very mentally taxing career. And I want to let you guys know that if you guys need anything, I'm here. Just send me a DM and I can talk with you guys anytime. But you're not alone in that. And there's always people that are here to help. So if you want to jump in our Discord and talk to us and talk to me, you're more than welcome. But let's just jump right in this video, guys. Hit the like and subscribe. Let's go. So earnings day was an absolute roller coaster. We had the NASDAQ drop about 2.6%, the S&P drop about 2.6%, and the Dow drop 2.05%. Our portfolio, if we want to go into it really quickly, actually had an update today because of only CVM. Otherwise, we would have been down a lot. As you can clearly see, it's up 72%. So we were up big on that, about 5,500 today. And we actually locked in profits on one of our calls that we wrote. If we go here and look at this, we are bought a $22.50 call, or a $25 call for February a couple days ago for $50, and then we sold it today for $1,200. So nice profit, but we're going to be holding that. We expect everything to be good on the data release. Now, let's jump into some earnings. First off, we cannot ignore Apple. Apple reported stellar earnings, topping over $100 billion in revenue for the very first time as their iPhone 12 sales soared, and China picking it back up again as well. Overall, Apple reported a net income of $28.76 billion, which is absolutely huge, and the earnings per share of 1.68. Another amazing quarter for Apple, but Apple really isn't running that much after hours. If we look at it, it's actually down a little bit. I think because of the pre-anticipatory run-up on which we talked about. I mean, this stock is up a very hefty amount in the past week and a half. This thing was under 130 a week and a half ago, and now it's sitting at 141. So justifiably, it gained about 15%, or actually after this, about 13% gain, recently, and it's pretty justifiable. So I'm very happy to see that Apple had a very stellar quarter. That's also, very good for tech and shows that earnings are backed. These companies are backed by solid earnings and solid growth. So just amazing on Apple. Apple, like I said, long term, you hold that thing, you're going to make some good money on that. Next is Facebook. Facebook had a stellar earnings beating expectations by 68 cents per share, and this is even bigger, revenue by 1.64 billion. Just another great quarter for Facebook with their ad revenue just continuing to grow. Like I said, we have a couple Facebook positions that we are very bullish on. And 2021, at first it looked pretty bad. If you look at Facebook had a big drop off right when earnings came out. People got scared, people panic sold, and then it turns out to be better than expected. And that's just great news for Facebook. Facebook's ad business is just continuing to kill it, and that's why the stock is justifiably up pretty big because of that. Now Tesla reported earnings and they were not good. They missed expectations, and everyone expected Tesla to have a killer beat, but they did not. They fell short, and so the stock's down. I would not be surprised if this stock continues to fall and we see it under 800 tomorrow, just because the price was priced in as such a big earnings beat, and then to come that short and miss it is it's very disappointing for shareholders. But I mean, these guys are going to buy it up regardless. But I don't know. I can see a lot of hedge funds selling. Especially the outlook wasn't any that good either. Expected to do 750,000 vehicles when a lot of people are talking about 1 million. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens tomorrow when the market opens up and more retail investors get in. But we have a couple Tesla short positions, as I said. I was expecting to lose everything on these just because it looks so grim, but we might have a chance. Tesla stays under 820 by Friday, and Tesla stays under 835 by Friday. If that happens, that's a big swing in our account. That's about a couple $1,000s more that we'll have. Hopefully that happened, but we'll have to see. But today was very interesting, especially with Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft had a huge earnings beat. It is such an amazing earnings beat. And, it started the day off down, and then it actually recovered and was up about 3.5%. But I mean, it still finished the day, basically even after a killer earnings beat. Now, I know the thing did run up a little bit this week, but I mean, with that earnings beat, I just think it deserves to be much more, and especially it laid ground for a solid company. I think Amazon's going to run pretty soon as well. I mean, we're talking Microsoft's earnings were, amazing, very amazing, especially their cloud, which is the biggest one of their profits. And yet Amazon has a bigger cloud service. AWS is the biggest and the best in the world. And Microsoft brings in about 14 billion on theirs. I think Amazon's going to bring in about 20 billion. And I think, Amazon is going to destroy earnings and potentially stock split. And we're going to see the stock just jump. I mean, it was down huge today. It was after hours, this thing was in the 3100s. And I was really, really nervous because, like I said, we have that leaps call on Amazon. And so that can get obviously a little risky when you have $55,000 into one call. But we're very, very bullish on this. And we think that it's going to continue to go up. And I think earnings is going to be a big beat. Now, as for my other plays, like I said, we're mainly in like shorting Tesla, obviously, long Amazon, long Facebook, long Microsoft, long Nvidia, long Alibaba, especially. We added a little new short position that we are bullish on in Verizon. Home Depot we're bullish on as well, and Visa. We bought a Visa. We did some put credit spreads on Visa today when it was down. We could have got a lot more at one point, but oh well. We're long on DraftKings. And here's that leaps call that I was telling you guys about. We bought a leaps call. We're like even on it basically right now. But Visa announces earnings, I think, tomorrow. And I expect them to be pretty solid. I'm expecting some pretty solid earnings on Visa. And it's, a growth company. I think it hasn't really done much in the past year at all. And that's a good sign. You want to find companies that have grown, but the stock hasn't gone up. And that's a good indicator that, hey, this is a good time to get in. So it's just a wild day in the market, guys. It's been a wild month. We've been doing pretty well, as you guys can clearly see, up about 24% this month. But I'm expecting bigger growth, especially after earnings for Amazon. A lot of these companies have just been falling recently that posted good earnings. I mean, AMD is a perfect example of this. I mean, it literally posted some pretty solid earnings and yet it still fell. Obviously, like I said, it had the run up, it was up 6%, but now it's down. So there's a lot of good bargains out there, guys. A lot of good bargains to take advantage of. And I recommend using, if you have some dry powder, some cash right now, get into some of these positions because they are backed by earnings. And that's what you like to see, especially, man, Facebook. I was calling that out a couple weeks ago. I was saying it's such a buy here, and it proved itself. I called it when it was about 249. That's when I picked it up, and now we're seeing almost 280. So big stuff on the horizon. I am going to be watching the market heavily tomorrow to see how everything goes, and it's going to be interesting to see. But another wild day in the market, and another day where GameStop decides to go up another couple hundred points. Why not? So just more volatility in these heavily shorted stocks, and we're just going to have to see what happens, guys. Honestly, we're just going to have to see what happens. But, I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are having a good day. Like I said, feel free to come in the Discord, talk to me anytime you want. You got any questions or anything, I'm here to help. But just have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys next video. Bye, guys.